Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashwani Kumar, an academy educator for the NTA UGC NET Electronic Science as well as the General Paper 1, that is Teaching and Research Aptitude. And in this video, we are going to see about the normalization procedure of the UGC NET June 2020 from the brochure, whatever the points it given in the information bulletin of the UGC NET June 2020. So here the normalization process means converting the 300 marks to the 100 marks. 300 marks means whatever the paper 1 and paper 2, the combination of both these two papers will leads to the 300 marks. That is 100 marks from the paper 1 and the 200 marks from the paper 2. And whatever the cutoff that is going to be declared after completion of the exam, or else at the time of announcing the result, the cutoff is for the 100 marks. That means here they will normalize your 300 marks to the 100 marks, and then your cutoff will be decided based upon those 100 marks. Okay, and it can also be called as a percentile. So how this normalization procedure will be done as per the National Testing Agency, that procedure here I am going to show you right now. So before going into the details, if you are not yet subscribed the channel, so please do subscribe, and after subscribing tap the bell icon. Then you are going to get all my updates and videos as immediate notifications to your mobiles, laptops or desktops. I am going to show you in the next year this one. So here the National Testing Agency procedure to be adopted for compilation of NTA scores for multi-session papers. Normalization procedure based upon the percentile score. That means NTA will be conducting examinations on multiple dates, generally in 2 sessions per day. The candidates will be given different sets of questions per session, and it is quite possible that in spite of all efforts of maintaining equivalence among various question papers, the difficulty level of these question papers administered in the different sessions may not be exactly the same. Some of the candidates may end up attempting a relatively tougher set of questions when compared to the other sets. So the candidates who attempt the comparatively tougher examination are likely to get lower marks as compared to those of who attempt than the easier one. In order to overcome such a situation, normalization procedure based on percentile score will be used for ensuring that candidates are neither benefited nor disadvantaged due to the difficulty level of the examination. So why this normalization procedure is used is that generally the National Testing Agency is conducting the UGC NET exam in different dates. That means from December 2nd to December 6th. So if in different dates, if an examination is conducting, then definitely normalization procedure has to be followed. Why? Because one session candidates may face the difficult paper and the another session where candidate may face the easiest paper. So the difficult paper candidates may get the less score comparing with the candidates who face the easiest paper. So in order to justify both these two candidates, that means the toughest paper candidate may not have the disadvantage, and the easiest set paper may not have the advantage in gaining the marks. So in order to make them balance, this normalization procedure is introduced. So how they are going to calculate this one means, here I'm going to show you one formula. The percentile score of a candidate is calculated as follows. That means 100 into number of candidates appear in the session with a raw score equal to or less than the candidate divided by total number of candidates appeared in that particular session. So we are going to see these details in detail coming to this example. So let's have this example here in detail. Here the NTA is conducting in the different sessions. That means what is the session is that session 1 is day 1 shift 1. That means the December 2nd morning session from 9:30 onwards, and it is the session 2 means day 1 shift 2. That means the afternoon session from 2:30 onwards. So like that. Here roughly I am taking one example that provided in the information bulletin itself. So for example, in the session 1, that is day 1 shift 1, the total number of candidates are 31,986, and out of this one appeared are 28,012 and the absent are 3,974. So here we are going to consider the appeared candidates only. We need not to bother about the absentees out of the total number of registered candidates. So here in this formula we have to mainly see that 100 into, here they mentioned as a raw score. So what is this raw score is that previously the National Testing Agency released the final answer key. So based upon that final answer key, you may calculated whatever the marks you scored in paper 1 and paper 2. For example, in the paper 1, if you scored the 70 out of the 100, and in paper 2, if you scored 150 out of the 200, then the overall marks you scored among the paper 1 and paper 2, that is paper 1 plus paper 2, is that out of the 300 marks, 220 marks you scored out of the 300. So this 220 marks is considered as the raw score, right? So it is called as a raw score. So now how to find out the percentile for this raw score 220 is that, so we will take this formula. So coming to this formula, the first one is 100 into number of candidates appeared in the session with the raw score equal to or less than the candidate. That means here I said that 220 if you got, for example, then if the top score is 280, then in between the 280 to 220 few candidates will be there, and in the 220 to least score few candidates will be there. So for example, if from 220 to the least score, the total number of candidates in this session are, let's take it's 10,000 people are there. Sorry, let's take 20,000 candidates are there, less than or equal to the 220. That means 20,000 candidates are scored less than or equal to the 220 marks, or this raw score. Now here the number of candidates appeared in the session with raw score equal to or less than this candidate is 20,000. So here I am taking the 20,000 whole divided by the total number of candidates appeared in that session. So here we are calculating the session 1. So how many number of candidates are appeared here? 28,012 number of candidates are appeared. So now the percentile to this one can be calculated from this one. So here it becomes equal to 71.3979222976. So why we have to take these many number of decimal values is that, so if you once observe here in the information bulletin of the NTA, the percentile scores will be calculated up to 7 decimal points to avoid bunching effect and reduce ties. Okay, so to reduce the ties among the different candidates, we are going to take the 7 decimals. So the 7 decimals means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here the score can be taken up to here. So it is 71.3979722. So it is the score or percentile what you got. So if it is a 71.39 percentile, then definitely you will be clear the JRF. Yes, for example, I am taking. So it is how the National Testing Agency is going to follow the normalization procedure based upon the percentile. So this procedure is useful to convert your raw score out of the 300 marks to 100 marks. That is normalization or percentile method. Okay. So that means if these are the figures, now this 220, that means out of the 220 marks, out of the 300, it converted into the 71.3979722 by using the normalization procedure. So generally this normalization procedure is used to make the benefit to the toughest session candidates. So this normalization procedure is used. That means it is trying to balance the candidates marks who scored the less marks in the toughest session and who scored the highest marks in the easiest session. So to make it balance, this normalization procedure is used. Okay, so it is update that I want to provide you through this video from my channel, and for more updates please subscribe, and after subscribing tap the bell icon. Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Ashwani Kumar and welcome to my channel. This video is especially for the candidates UGC NET Electronic Science. So the people who are going to write the exam in this 5th November 2020, here the Unacademy is providing the crash course that is titled as Crash Course on Electronic Science through Multiple Choice Questions. This course is going to start from October 1st onwards, and by this month end, the course is going to be finished, and by the starting of the November month you will be ready with the class PDFs, and all the 10 units will be explained in brief. That means the important concepts, formulas, points, definitions, expressions, all these things we are going to discuss in this crash course, which will be very much helpful to you to crack the JRF in this 2020, guys. Okay, so apart from this one, the Unacademy is also providing the full course or else the complete course for the electronic science who are planning to write the exam in the upcoming months or the upcoming years. So here the different subscription plans are there. That is 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. So out of all these months, if you want to take the crash course, then you may prefer this 1 month, or else if you are planning to write the exam in the upcoming months, you may take the 3 months, 6 months, 12 months or the 24 months. But if you are planning to take the subscription plans, then use my referral code, that is Ashwinik. Then you will get the 10% discount on any one of the subscription plan. Okay. So apart from these plans here, before going to take all these things, first of all, refer to my Unacademy profile link. Okay. So in my profile link, that I will provide this link in the description box of this video. So if you once enter into my profile link, then you may check down. That means here the special classes are available. Special classes are the free to everybody. Okay, so just click on the see all. Then whatever the special classes I took, that means the free classes I took, that all these classes you can access, guys. Okay, so career opportunity with UGC or non-UGC net electronic science, and regarding the previous year questions, here the 2017, 2018 July and December 2018, and the June and December 2019, all these questions are discussed here, and these classes are completely free. Okay, so first check the way of explanation whether you are understanding here or not, and then you prefer the subscription plans, guys. Okay, so it is the update that I want to provide to the candidates belongs to the UGC net electronic science. And for more updates, please subscribe the channel, and after subscribing tap the bell icon, and please share this information to your friends or colleagues who are going to give the exam for the UGC net electronic science. Thank you, guys.